What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Central, and today we are going to talk about the Knicks game where they won game 63 of the regular season, 98-74 over the Orlando Magic. What a big effort and a big difference when Jalen Brunson's in the lineup, right? What a big difference, and just from everybody in terms of the team play. Nice to see guys not getting burnt out, playing 40-plus minutes for the night. Granted, there were some guys that played 40-plus minutes, I won't lie, but not everybody played 40-plus minutes for once because there was actually some guys healthy. Granted, they did not get quality minutes from certain guys. Alec Burks still stinks. What's new? Bojan Bogdanovic had he had a few good minutes, and that was about it. You didn't notice him the rest of the game, but you did get a good effort from a lot of the guys, especially in the starting lineup. In particular, the main guys, Brunson, obviously, Precious Achiuwa, unbelievable. The guy who, for some reason, sat last game at the end of the fourth quarter, even though Tom Thibodeau has loved him all season long, or not all season long because he was acquired in January, but still, for most of the season, ever since he's been here. And look at what he did tonight when he actually got meaningful minutes and when he actually played for the majority of the game in crunch time. And then Josh Hart, too, had a very good game as well. Not to take away from certain guys like Hartenstein and DiVincenzo, which, Diva didn't have the sexiest game on the stat sheet. Still, I thought was solid. He was okay. I should say solid. He was okay. And then, Sims, I thought Sims actually had a decent impact on the defensive side of the ball in particular. And then Deuce McBride coming off the bench was great. But before we jump into everything, leave a like on the video if you enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Knicks fans, and turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live. If you're following me on Twitter, you saw me tweet you saw me tweet like in the middle of the first quarter how ass is the Knicks bench, and it was a picture of Barclay Goodrow. If you're not a Ranger fan, Barclay Goodrow's not good, so that means that the bench was not good, except for Deuce McBride, because the first quarter, the Knicks started off red hot. Hartenstein right off the rip starting off. Brunson then all of a sudden getting in his bag, cooking. The defense looked very good. It was at one point 21-9 in the quarter. Then they go to the bench a bit, and all of a sudden, things start to get close. Deuce had a very good impact off of the bench. Bogdanovic had a couple buckets, but that was really about it. There was really nothing else. So as much as I did give Sims a little bit of credit, not a good first quarter to end things in terms of the bench unit. The bench unit came in and really it made it a closer game than it needed to be after a very good start for the Knicks. Then the second quarter, the Knicks started off okay. Orlando has an 8-1 run in the middle of things. So after a decent start, they end up looking bad out there. Who's on the court? Alec frickin' Burks is, who, by the way, stinks. I haven't made it clear, the guy cannot make a shot, even though he was brought in to bring a spark off the bench in terms of scoring. He hasn't done that. But the Knicks were 8 for 9 from the three-point line. And then they went 0 for 5 at one point after that. So that's not going to be good. Brunson all of a sudden back in, and then he has a huge three. And then all of a sudden, it was kind of the opposite, where the Knicks started off the quarter decent. They looked brutal in the middle, but then they looked really good at the end. Josh Hart, really good end. DiVincenzo, that's really the only time he made like significant impact was the end really of that quarter. He did have he had a solid third quarter too, but at the end of the second quarter, right before the half, he was looking good, starting to hit some threes. Brunson, good. Hart looked good. And then Precious Achiuwa looking very good. Again, the defense looking great. And that carried over into the third, where Hartenstein had a huge block at the start of the quarter. Achiuwa with a big start of the quarter too on the defensive side. The Knicks in general defensively were nails pretty much all night long. Again, this could have been even more of a blowout if the first quarter they didn't slip away a bit, but they played a dominant second half to make this not even a game. Brunson, just unbelievable. The way he's driving to the rack. He wasn't even drawing a lot of fouls tonight either. Like, he was just so good. He didn't get a single free throw in this game. He didn't get to the line once. Still had 26 points on the night, and he was still so dominant, driving to the rack, draining threes all night. He was so freaking good. Jalen Brunson being back was just huge for this team, even though it was limited minutes too. Like, it was limited minutes. Imagine he did play on the normal time he gets. Like, imagine he did get 35, 36 minutes. Imagine he got to the line a bit. We're talking about a 40-point effort from Jalen Brunson at that point. Unbelievable game from him. He was easily the player of the game. Like, it's not even a debate, right? Like, is anybody debating it? Even though Precious Achiuwa, like I said, very big game from him too. But yeah, Devo had a couple clutch shots as well. Couple clutch buckets at the end of the third quarter. Deuce too, getting into the game, starting to cook up himself. And then the Knicks in the fourth quarter, kind of like a shutdown quarter. I mean, the offense didn't really pop off the chart in the fourth quarter. It was kind of more so the Knicks played good defensively, which, yeah, they had 18 points in the fourth quarter, and the Magic had 20, so they did get outscored in the fourth, but they kind of just locked things down. What was a big difference, by the way? The points in the paint were limited. They only allowed 26 points in the paint. Their transition game was a lot better in terms of getting back on defense quickly. And yeah, I just absolutely love what the Knicks got tonight on both sides of the ball, in particular the defensive side, which that's what the Knicks need to do to win, which is what their MO is. And if it was good in a game like this, OG Anunoby's getting very close to returning. Oh, I am so excited. I am bricked for OG Anunoby to return to this rotation. Just thinking about him and what he could do for this team on the defensive side of the ball, considering what we got from Precious Achiuwa tonight, considering what we got from Josh Hart. Even Sims had a solid defensive effort. Hartenstein didn't pop off on the stat sheet, but he had a big effort defensively as well. I'm bricked thinking about OG Anunoby coming back into this rotation. I like this. It's going to make such a big difference, and this team all of a sudden becomes a lot better. And we've been talking about it. And they won't have to use Alec Burks because he stinks. They won't have to rely on Bogdanović as much once Randall comes back because he stinks. Waste of a trade there. I'm not going to rant about that, though, because they got a great win. I'm very happy about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you happy? Are you still not happy with the effort? Did you think the effort was poor? Did you think that they played bad in any regards? To me, I love the game that the Knicks played, but I mean, Burks and Bogdanović is really all, in my opinion, what you could complain about in this game. That's my opinion, but yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live next. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go Knicks.